Evander Holyfield is one of the most famous and accomplished boxers in history, best known for his achievements in the heavyweight division. Here's a detailed history of his life and boxing career. Early life. Full name: Evander Holyfield. Born October 19, 1962, in Atmore, Alabama, USA. Nickname: The Real Deal. Nationality: American. Height: 6 feet 2 inches 188 centimeters. Reach: 80 inches 203 centimeters. Holyfield came from a humble background and was one of 9 children. He began boxing at a young age, motivated by a desire to get out of poverty. He showed early promise in the sport, and his talent quickly became evident. Amateur career. Holyfield had a successful amateur career, and he won a bronze medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Before turning professional, he amassed a record of 160-14 and became one of the best amateur boxers of his era. Professional career. Early professional career. Holyfield turned professional in 1984. Initially competing in the light heavyweight division. His early years as a pro were marked by quick victories, and he soon moved up to the cruiserweight division. Cruiserweight champion. In 1986, Holyfield won the WBA cruiserweight title by defeating Dwight Muhammad Qawi. He went on to dominate the division, successfully defending his title multiple times. Rise to heavyweight. In 1988, Holyfield moved up to the heavyweight division. This move marked the beginning of his legacy in boxing. Heavyweight title. Holyfield won the WBC heavyweight title by defeating the legendary James "Bonecrusher" Smith in 1988. He went on to defeat many top contenders and solidified his reputation as one of the best in the division. Notable fights. 1. Holyfield vs. Mike Tyson, 1996. One of the most iconic moments in boxing history took place on November 9, 1996, when Holyfield fought the undefeated, ferocious Mike Tyson. Holyfield was considered the underdog, but he shocked the world by defeating Tyson in an 11th round TKO, claiming the WBA heavyweight championship. This victory is widely regarded as one of the greatest upsets in boxing history. 2. Holyfield vs. Mike Tyson 2, 1997. The rematch between Holyfield and Tyson took place on June 28, 1997, and is infamous for the "bite fight." In the third round, Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, severing a part of it, which led to the disqualification of Tyson. Holyfield retained his title. This event became one of the most talked about moments in boxing history, overshadowing much of the rest of Tyson's career. 3. Holyfield vs. Riddick Bowe, 1992. Holyfield faced Riddick Bowe in a trilogy of fights during the early 90s. The first fight, in 1992, was an epic battle that saw Holyfield lose the WBA, WBC, and IBF heavyweight titles to Bowe by unanimous decision. The rematch in 1993 saw Holyfield regain his titles by defeating Bowe in a thrilling bout. A third fight took place in 1995, which Bowe won by decision, but the trilogy was among the greatest rivalries in boxing history. 4. Holyfield vs. Lennox Lewis, 1999 and 2000. Holyfield faced Lennox Lewis in 2 high-profile bouts, the first in 1999 for the undisputed heavyweight championship. The fight ended in a controversial draw, with many believing Holyfield had done enough to win. In the rematch in 2000, Lewis defeated Holyfield via unanimous decision, stripping Holyfield of his heavyweight titles. Later career. Holyfield continued to fight well into his 40s, even after losing his titles in the late 90s. Fights with John Ruiz. Holyfield fought and defeated John Ruiz in 2000 to win the WBA heavyweight title again. However, his reign was short-lived, as he lost the belt to Ruiz in a rematch in 2001. He continued to fight in the heavyweight division, facing younger contenders, but never recapturing the top spot in the sport. Retirement. Holyfield officially retired from boxing in 2014, although he had sporadic comeback attempts. His professional record stands at 44 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws, with 29 knockouts. Legacy. Evander Holyfield is considered one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. His achievements include being a 4-time world heavyweight champion and having notable victories over some of the best boxers of his era, including Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, and George Foreman. He is the only boxer in history to have won the undisputed cruiserweight and heavyweight titles. Holyfield's fighting style was marked by incredible heart, determination, and resilience. He was known for his skill, stamina, and ability to absorb punishment, making him one of the most durable champions in boxing history. Personal life. Holyfield had a controversial and sometimes turbulent personal life, with several divorces, legal battles, and financial difficulties. Despite his immense wealth from boxing, he faced challenges outside of the ring. He is known for his philanthropic efforts, including his work with at-risk youth and his support of various charitable causes. Evander Holyfield remains a legendary figure in the world of boxing, with a legacy that continues to inspire fighters today. His combination of heart, skill, and determination made him a beloved figure in the sport and an iconic name in boxing history. 1. Battle Strategy Challenge. Hypothetical scenario. You're facing a much larger and stronger opponent like Riddick Bowe, a towering heavyweight who had a considerable size and reach advantage over you. Bowe used his size to dominate in their first fight, and he knocked out opponents with ease. In the rematch, Holyfield would need to adjust his strategy. Key factors to consider. Speed and agility. Holyfield had excellent footwork, which allowed him to stay in and out of range, using speed to avoid Bowe's powerful punches. Head movement. Holyfield relied on his ability to slip punches and avoid damage by constantly moving his head. He would need to use this against Bowe's big punches. Body punching. To counteract Bowe's size and strength, Holyfield would attack the body, an area where a bigger opponent is more vulnerable. Holyfield often employed vicious body shots to wear down opponents over time. Inside fighting. Holyfield would also have to fight on the inside, where his shorter reach wouldn't be a disadvantage. Holyfield was known for his ability to fight at close quarters, throwing hooks and uppercuts. Strategy breakdown. Movement and angles. Stay mobile, use lateral movement, and avoid standing in front of Bowe for too long. Feints and counterpunching. Use feints to create openings and draw Bowe into punches. Energy conservation. Wear down Bowe's stamina by going to the body and forcing him to work harder in the later rounds. Mental toughness. Holyfield would need to stick to his game plan and not get overwhelmed by Bowe's size and power. Holyfield famously demonstrated the ability to outthink and outlast opponents, so his mental strength would be crucial. Evander Holyfield's approach. In their actual fights, Holyfield utilized these strategies brilliantly. Despite being the smaller man, he boxed cleverly and used his superior conditioning and technical skill to defeat Bowe, including in their epic 1993 rematch. This was a testament to his ability to adapt and outthink opponents with larger frames. 2. Mental Toughness Challenge. Hypothetical scenario. In the infamous 1997 rematch with Mike Tyson, Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, causing a severe and grotesque disruption in the fight. Tyson's shocking act could have rattled many fighters, but Holyfield didn't let it affect him mentally. He showed incredible focus and resilience, ultimately winning the fight by disqualification. Key factors to consider. Handling adversity. Holyfield's career was full of challenges that required immense mental toughness. From dealing with big underdog status to facing opponents who could end his career with one punch, Holyfield never backed down. Remaining focused under pressure. In a fight where emotions run high and opponents may attempt to destabilize you, like Tyson did with the bite, keeping composure is crucial. Holyfield would have to keep his mind clear and continue executing his game plan without allowing personal frustration or anger to affect his strategy. Turning disadvantages into strengths. Holyfield often turned setbacks into motivation. Whether it was a tough training camp or a disastrous round in the fight, he would use any form of adversity to drive himself forward. In the case of the Tyson bite, he turned that wild moment into another part of his legacy by winning decisively. Evander Holyfield's approach. After Tyson bit him, Holyfield stayed calm and composed. He focused on maintaining his control and pressed the referee to enforce the rules. Holyfield's mental fortitude was a key reason why he could endure and continue on his championship path despite setbacks like this. His ability to not let the unusual situation distract him was part of what made him legendary. 3. Legacy and impact. Challenge. Hypothetical scenario. As the only boxer in history to win the undisputed cruiserweight and heavyweight titles, Holyfield's career is defined by his incredible journey through different weight divisions and his ability to compete at the highest level for so long. His heart, determination, and skill set him apart from many other great boxers. Now, we ask, what exactly made him stand out? Key factors to consider. Unrelenting work ethic. Holyfield wasn't the naturally biggest or most powerful boxer, but his relentless drive and work ethic helped him achieve success. His conditioning, focus, and mental resilience were major parts of his legacy. Tactical genius. Holyfield was more than just a slugger, he was a smart fighter. He knew when to box, when to brawl, and how to adjust his style to the opponent's weaknesses. Holyfield's adaptability was a hallmark of his career. Inspirational journey. Holyfield's career took him from humble beginnings to the highest heights of boxing. His story of determination, overcoming odds, and achieving greatness resonated with many boxing fans and aspiring athletes. Evander Holyfield's legacy. Holyfield's impact on boxing extends far beyond his titles. He was known for his incredible heart in the ring, never quitting even when things got tough. His victories over giants like Tyson and Foreman, coupled with his skills, cemented him as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. What made him stand out was his mental resilience. He was always able to recover from losses, injury, or setbacks to fight again and prove his worth. His legacy is also tied to his role as an ambassador for the sport, as he served as a mentor to younger fighters and advocated for ethical conduct in boxing. He inspired fighters like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson in terms of stamina and strategy. Conclusion. In this hypothetical challenge, we asked Evander Holyfield to demonstrate the traits that made him such a beloved and respected figure in boxing. 1. Adaptability. His ability to adjust to larger opponents, like Riddick Bowe. 2. Mental toughness. The resilience to stay calm in chaotic moments, like during the ear-biting incident with Tyson. 3. Legacy and influence. Understanding what made him one of the greatest, not just in terms of victories but also through his lasting impact on the sport. Holyfield's career is a perfect example of what it means to overcome obstacles and find greatness in the face of adversity. His legacy is not just about the belts he won, but the heart and mind he brought to the ring every time. If you enjoyed learning about the legendary Evander Holyfield and his incredible journey in the boxing world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth stories and updates on your favorite athletes. Stay tuned for more exciting content.